Alpha males often find themselves in a battle for dominance, driven by a desire for recognition and power. This struggle can lead to tension, particularly when they encounter sigma males who follow their own path and reject conventional hierarchies. Sigma individuals are independent thinkers who operate outside the typical social dynamics, making them a unique challenge for alphas. Their unshakable self-reliance undermines the alpha's traditional need for control and validation. So what exactly causes this friction? Let's dive into 5 reasons why alpha males have a hard time with sigma males. Number 1. Sigmas don't compete for dominance, confusing alphas. The lion may be more powerful, but the wolf never performs in a circus is a phrase that nicely sums up how alphas and sigmas act in different social situations. In a world where competition is the name of the game, many people expect everyone to be vying for the top spot. Alpha males thrive on competition, constantly measuring themselves against others to assert their dominance. They love the thrill of the chase, the hierarchy, and the loud recognition that comes with being in charge. But when they meet a sigma male, things get really confusing. What alphas can't understand is that sigma males operate on a different wavelength. They're not interested in the power struggle that comes with being an alpha. In fact, they have no desire to compete for dominance or to be the center of attention. This can really throw alphas off their game. When they're used to flexing their muscles and strutting their stuff, encountering someone who simply doesn't play by those rules is confusing. Instead of striving to be recognized, sigma males quietly forge their own paths. They're self-sufficient and independent, comfortable in their skin, which can make alphas feel as if they've met an alien. Instead of trying to one-up the sigma, the alpha male is left scratching his head. They might even find themselves annoyed because their usual tactics don't work. While alphas flex and fight for prestige, sigma males just keep doing their own thing, focusing on what really matters to them. This focus, free from the burdens of competition, often results in creative insights or innovative ideas. In the meantime, alphas can become increasingly frustrated as their attempts to establish superiority fade away in the face of sigma's calm and collected nature. This dynamic can challenge the very foundation of the alpha's identity as a leader. The sigma male turns the spotlight away, creating confusion and tension. Alphas are left wondering why their old tricks no longer work, having to rethink their strategies, and sometimes feeling threatened by someone who's not even interested in the game they play. Number 2. Alphas can't manipulate or control sigmas. Manipulation and control are key tools for many alpha males. They thrive on influencing others, bending situations to their advantage, and asserting their authority over a group. When they meet someone who can't be swayed or pressured, everything changes. They might try to use charm, persuasion, or even intimidation, but sigma males are immune to these tactics. They don't care about the social games around them, which makes them really hard to manipulate. This can be a major blow to the alpha's ego, especially when they're used to getting their way. They might even feel threatened by sigma males who refuse to play along. In their eyes, these sigma men are a threat to their dominance and control. This can lead to even more tension and conflict as alphas try to figure out how to regain their power. This lack of control is a difficult pill for them to swallow, especially when there's no obvious way to regain it. The alpha is used to being the center of attention and calling the shots, so when his usual tactics fail with the sigma, it can really hit his self-esteem. The thing is, the sigma male's quiet confidence often disrupts the alpha's usual playbook. While the alpha is busy trying to create a hierarchy, the sigma simply opts out. They don't buy into the social rules and norms that dictate how things are supposed to be, especially when those rules are designed to maintain the alpha's dominance. This attitude intimidates some alphas who struggle to understand how someone can really thrive outside of their control. What's more, sigma males are great at reading people and situations. They can see through the alpha's tactics easily, making it hard for alphas to catch them off guard. They often respond with an unbothered attitude, which can frustrate an alpha who expects respect and submission. That's why alphas typically sense defeat when dealing with sigmas, and that shakes their confidence to its core. The more an alpha tries to force his influence, the more a sigma resists, creating a cycle of frustration and insecurity for the alpha male. Number 3. Women are intrigued by sigmas, threatening alphas' perceived options. Stepping into a room filled with confident people, you can almost feel the energy buzzing in the air. Some guys stand tall, claiming their space while drawing everyone's attention. But then there's that one guy, the sigma male, quietly observing from the sidelines. He's not looking for the spotlight, yet there's something magnetizing about his calm presence. Women notice him. They're drawn in by his unique vibe and the way he stands out by not trying to stand out. This can really throw alpha males off their game. While alphas typically thrive on attention and validation from women, sigma males have a different vibe that many find appealing. They tend to be mysterious, independent, and self-assured, traits that can spark intrigue in women. Unlike alphas, who may feel they need to assert their dominance to attract interest, sigmas aren't as concerned about impressing anyone. This confidence can come off as alluring, making women curious to know more about them. This becomes a problem for alpha males because they usually see themselves as the top choice in social circles. When women start to notice that sigmas are equally attractive, or even more so, it creates a sense of threat. Alphas often rely on their social status and assertiveness to maintain their appeal, but when a sigma male enters the scene, that dynamic shifts. Suddenly, they're not the only ones in the spotlight, and that can lead to feelings of insecurity. While this may seem like a small issue, for an alpha male who prides himself on being the best, it can be quite disturbing. Number 4. Sigmas often outperform alphas without trying to show off. When it comes to performance, sigma males have a knack for excelling without putting on a show. They don't feel the need to broadcast their achievements or compete for attention. This can be a real problem for alpha males, who thrive on visibility and recognition. Alphas often believe that the louder they are, the more respected they'll be. But here's the twist. While alphas are busy trying to prove themselves, sigmas quietly go about their business, getting the job done effectively and efficiently. This laid-back style can leave alphas feeling threatened. No one likes to feel outshined after all, especially when they're flexing their muscles to get noticed. Sigma males don't just perform well, they do it in a way that seems effortless. Their ability to stay focused on their goals without seeking validation often leads them to achieve results that alphas can only dream about. A clear example can be seen in professional settings. While an alpha might dominate meetings with grand speeches and assertive body language, the sigma is discreetly handling tasks with precision, getting projects completed ahead of deadlines. Because they aren't vying for the spotlight, they can engage deeply with their work rather than getting caught up in office politics. When performance is measured, the sigma's results may outshine the alpha's flashiness, creating a gap that's hard to ignore. This leads to frustration and confusion for alphas. How can someone get so much done without even trying to show off? It forces them to reconsider their approach and question why they feel the need to constantly compete. The sigma's success is all about action speaking louder than words, and that can be tough for alphas who love the spotlight. So the unassuming nature of a sigma becomes a quiet challenge to the alpha way of life. Number 5. Alphas can't understand sigma's indifference to social hierarchies. Alpha males often have a hard time wrapping their heads around this complete indifference to social hierarchies. For alphas, life is a game of status. They constantly strive to climb the social ladder, eager to assert their dominance over others and bask in the recognition that comes with being on top. Winning accolades and being admired by their peers are the fuel that keeps them going. But when they meet a sigma male, it's like hitting a brick wall. What really gets under an alpha's skin is how the sigma seems totally unfazed by all the rules and rankings that alphas hold so dear. It's like they're living in a parallel universe where none of the social expectations apply. They don't care about impressing others or fitting into a certain mold, which can be a major source of confusion for alphas. It's like speaking different languages. The alpha is caught up in social hierarchies and external validation, while the sigma is busy living life how he wants, independent of those expectations. While alphas may see this as a weakness, sigma males view it as a strength. None of them is wrong. They just operate on different wavelengths. But this indifference to social hierarchies can be a blessing in disguise for alphas. It can serve as a wake-up call, forcing them to question their own priorities and mindset. Are they truly fulfilled by the constant pursuit of power and status? Or could there be more to life than trying to fit into a mold that society has created for them? Meeting sigma males can challenge alphas to think outside the box, which isn't always easy for those who are used to being at the top of the pyramid. While it may be uncomfortable, this clash of perspectives might be just what alphas need to break out of their rigid ways, even if it means redefining what it means to be a leader.